Welcome to the Wild Horses channel. In today's episode of Tech Dive, we'd like to talk to you about an important topic for the community, which is the inflation mechanism. Not the one that's written in the white papers, but the one that is happening right now in the market. How does that go? Well, according to the white papers of Bitcoin, for example, you have a cap in the maximum quantity of Bitcoins that can be issued or can be mined. And what is that? It's around 21 million. Exactly the number, it's not relevant, but there is a cap. So fans of it and people who are acquainted with this white paper who state that the inflation is controlled because there is a maximum quantity, but they are not completely analyzing the topic because they are only referring to one of the two dimensions. They're referring to the quantity of the coin, but not its value. So what is going on today? I'll give you first an example of the real world. Right now, Federal Reserve issues dollar backed by absolutely nothing. And with that money, how it is put in circulation? Well, they buy, for example, United States Treasury bonds and notes that are in possession of some banks, what they call primary dealers. The primary dealers are the banks that they will do business preferably. So mention some: JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citibank, for instance. Okay, so those banks sell their notes, T-notes and T-bonds to the Federal Reserve and gives them the money. So now the money is in possession of the banks, this new money, and these banks lend this money to people that want to buy, for example, real estate, and that makes the price of real estate rise, okay? Or some companies borrow this money to buy their own stock that also rise. So that is the mechanism in play nowadays. I'm not counting repo markets, etc. Just this simple aspect in a normalcy of this expansion. What's going on in cryptos? Well, we have a company centralized called Tether that issue a coin backed by nothing. Nominally, it is backed by dollars, and there's no rabbit here, as there is no backing of such tethers, not in the quantity that is issued nowadays. Where is the proof of that? So what happens is these tethers are issued backed by nothing, sent like that to exchanges and used to trade for Bitcoins. What happens? The price rises, and that is inflation, not in quantity of coins, but in reflection of an additional quantity of another currency on its price, because there is not a cap for Tether. So there is a cap for Bitcoin, there is not a cap for Tether. More Tethers are issued or minted, as you want, doesn't matter the expression, it's the same bad thing. And that additional supply of Tether enters the market and is used to buy Bitcoin, so its prices rise. What happens when Tether collapses? When the market wakes up from this ride that it was taken by this delusional coin that is not backed, it's unbacked. When you have fringe executives being arrested in airports by Interpol and they say, no, we are victims. So these are the people that are issuing and circulating or involved with them the coin that is mostly used nowadays to buy Bitcoins. For you to have an idea, the daily volume of Tether exceeds the one of Bitcoin. It wasn't meant to be like that. So until we have a decentralized stable coin that is widely accepted, that is not ruling the market but serving the market, we will be under risk. And make no mistake, if we have countries with, if not often, seldom, but with serious executives and economists and financists really caring for the stability of the market, stability of prices, the stability of their coins, and they really have a hard time avoiding the ever-coming next crisis. Imagine a gang running a company in obscure terms, issuing without any supervision a coin that is said to be worth $1. Let me tell you how that goes. For example, just a simple hypothetical example. Tether is issued, backed by nothing, sent to exchange used to buy bitcoins. These bitcoins are then transferred to another exchange that accepts fiat currency, and then it is sold by fiat currency at market price. Now you have fiat currency. Now you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, so that is the process that could be going on. Now imagine this if suddenly market wakes up and they price in fair value Tether, for example, 0, but let's say 0, let's say 1 cent, 10 cents, 5 cents. What happens with the whole crypto markets? Who will benefit from that? How good would that be to the real people that are putting their real money, for example, mining, building this infrastructure? What would that make for them? And how would that affect real people that are depending on this as a cash system to make money arrives in places otherwise it wouldn't, or take money away from places that otherwise it wouldn't? So we need to really be aware of this and gradually protect ourselves from such coin and such exchanges that deals with such coins. So stay tuned, we'll be talking more about that, and we should value a decentralized stable coin. Is there one? Yes, it is. Stay tuned. In our next episode we want to talk about that. So now we will show you a chart that we did that illustrates what we've been talking right now. Stay tuned for that. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Stay tuned. The video starts now, but I am leaving right now. Bye bye. Hi, thank you. Now we will share with you a chart and how we made it to prove our point in the previous video. So we start here by chart that we obtained from CoinMarketCap. And how we made this, we didn't got it exactly like that, we edited it. So first we went and saw the chart for Tether year to date. So it's very straightforward. You go to coinmarketcap.com. Once the website loads, you choose the coin Tether, you click on it, you'll be driven to a page where it will show details about the coin and also the chart. So you select year to date and there is an option to download the chart, but before that, as you can see here down, we selected the year to date period, so only 2019 is considered in the chart that you can see. The price of Tether is not relevant, the volume is. So we see here in green the price of Tether, of course around $1. I don't know why, but okay. But below we see here how many were traded in each day of this year so far. Then what we did, we copy and this volume data in gray and these labels and pasted them over the similar chart in the same terms for Bitcoin. So what we had was the chart of Bitcoin, but we pasted on it in exactly under the volume of Bitcoin and above the prices of Bitcoin. Why? Because we can see in the volume superposed of Bitcoin and below Tether how they are nearly a copy of each other. That's very precise copy. So one mimics the other, meaning that the most, if not all, the negotiation of Bitcoin is made by Tether. That's data according to CoinMarketCap. Now, what happened is the paste above the chart, the green line is the prices and the blue line is market cap of Bitcoin. So what we see here is that the peaks in Tether volume coincide with the peaks of the price, especially the last peak in Tether volume coincides with that jump that we have from 7,300 till 9,000, and of course we have reached 10.5k in that day. So that's precisely what's going on. So we are dependent of we're hostage of the negotiation of Tether. The volume of Tether dictates the price of Bitcoin, and that's a problem because the price of Bitcoin is driving the prices of the main coins, the other altcoins like Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, etc. So it's all attached to Tether. So if that volume collapses, so shall, in our opinion, our view, the volume and the prices of Bitcoin, and that will drag down the market as a whole. So that's a risk. Protect yourself against that by disconnecting yourself from assets and exchanges that are very much dependent on the Tether volume. So that's not difficult to find out. We will do also this, and we will post it here once we identify such places, such coins, such exchanges, so you can put your coins away from that. So when that collapse happens, it's not if, it's when, you are protected, or at least less impact. So if you are a crypto investor, long-term view, for whom safer is better, this is the right channel for you, and after such episode you might start getting why. So thank you very much. See you in the next video. See you in our next episode. Tomorrow we have first steps, is our goal to bring that video for you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.